Hello collective, welcome back to the channel. We are going to do the extended. So on my other social media platforms, I've given a quick message, and this will be the extended for those who wish to have it. And here's the recap. The cards I pulled from this deck, you can go and check on my social media platform. I've chosen another deck to see, clarify, get double validation. And here it is straight out of the deck. So the other message was about someone has realized that they are now they finally see just how they behaved with you, how they treated you, what they did to you. They did not see it. They did not see it at all. They did not see you. It was all about them, their needs being met, and etc., etc. Now, they are now sitting in, I don't know why or how, we'll look into it and we'll get it, because I know all of you are going to go, I need them to know the end. Send the end result. So this person, the justice is, to be honest, for them to sit in this and actually, they are going to see and know and feel everything you went through. And this could be part of the download that we get from this Mercury, planet Mercury, now shifting aside from everyone's thinking and showing new ways of thinking and processing information. So this is going to be a direct reflect from that. I can feel it. See this? They do not know why they treated you like they treated you, and they actually cannot actually believe that they did it. So this person could be embarrassed or feel really bad or guilty or whatever. All right? Because you were actually really good to them. Like, you were really good to them. Now, they were in a bad space. They were going through things, all of the above. And I feel over the time they've been able to justify that. This was a bigger issue. This was a bigger priority. This was a bigger, concern, focus for me. But they didn't have to pull you in, and they did. And they did that for their own self-gain. Without thinking about you as a human being. Don't worry, collective, there's a massive healing coming. Massive healing coming. This is about the justice over where you are not seen, heard, thought of, worried about. It's got that energy of, well, you're all good. I don't have to worry about how I treat you, or ringing you, or calling you, it's nearly like the energy when you have an epiphany and an awakening. And you're like, wow, the person who treated me the best, or in the right way, or tried to, but couldn't because of my behavior towards them. This is like, this person literally brought happiness, security. Nine of Pentacles shows me that you were a person who wanted to bring happiness, joy, collaboration, unity, love, family, connection, friendship, whether it was work, love, this, whatever. You're a person who comes in and says, I don't want anything from you. I'm here to bring to you. And I want you to bring to me. It's a two-way street. But I actually am a true, honest person here for genuine reasons. Like, I'm here just because I like you. Nothing else. Nothing else. I want to bring with you because I like your energy, your soul. Like, I don't actually need or want anything of or from you. And you just want to bring happiness and uplifting and healing and good times and create and build with someone, right? They've just come into this realization that you actually were just there for genuine reasons. Not what they had, not how they looked, not what they could give, not for any other reason, because you are a Nine of Pentacles. And that the adverse effect of Nine of Pentacles is someone who has done it all themselves. They actually don't need people, they want people. Meaning they have no agenda with you except genuine reasons. And they're probably generally it's like, I'm all good. What do you need? And do you want to help me out? You know, it's that energy. It's not, and this person somehow rebelled against that or didn't see that. But in that, when people are in this, they are so overlooked. They are so forgotten. This is a person that brings everything into someone's life or uplifts them or is there or help to grow, expand, or show them their mistakes, how they got through them, the wisdom of those mistakes. I've made them all. If you're a Nine of Pentacles, you've made all the mistakes and you know all the do's and don'ts. And you're happy to share them with people, right? So they see you as not needing me, not needing anything, pushing you aside. You're someone that helps everyone and would sit alone at Christmas and Easter and all of the above while they're off with all the other people who have agendas with them. So it's really interesting because although the Nine of Pentacles is sort of that person that comes into your life that can actually help, has the skill, has the experience, has the wisdom behind them to create and build. And, you know, they're usually left sitting on the shelf. It's that other people think, oh, they don't need me. Oh, they're all good. Oh, she's a healer. She can work it out herself. Oh, she's a healer. She'll be right. She'll understand. Just as an example. You hear it all the time. Oh, they're well, you know, set up. They don't need any help. It's all this energy or mindset that this person had about you. And honestly, the biggest thing you saw with this person, whether it's a boss, a lover, for a lot of you it's a lover. For a lot of you, it's a lover. For a lot of you, it's a boss. For a lot of you, it's a friend. A lot of you, it could be a family member. I don't know. But you actually saw they didn't see you. You actually saw that they had no thinking about your feelings in a situation, and they've actually come to this realization. Yeah, I just saw the Devil card. And you're an Empress. So you're a Nine of Pentacles Empress. This does come with some issues. You know, the Empress is so loving, so caring, so providing, so nurturing. They've been through it though. They have this wisdom behind them. And that's why in the rule book of sort of tarot, you know, the only match for the Empress is the Emperor. The Emperor can actually see that the Empress does need as much support as everybody else, if not more. I mean, the Empress carries more load than any other person in the deck. Besides, oh no, the High Priestess, that's a bit different. But this is a concept that we need to actually... The Empress, Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Always happy to expand, grow, you know, create, whatever, go along, fit in, help out, whatever. Yeah. They always end up with this because the misconception of you collective and the misconception that society has, the Empress bears more responsibility, more burden, more workload, more everything, more hurt, more pain, more trauma than anyone else in the deck. That's no word of a lie. And she is seen, she, he, they, the Empress energy is seen as sitting on their throne, not needing anything or anyone or any help, or they'll be right, they'll work it out themselves. It's crazy. It's really crazy. I mean, and a true emperor, a masculine that sees an empress, just he, she, they, reverse roles, genders, all of the above. But a masculine, an emperor, which emperor represents masculine energy, male or female. An emperor can see an empress and a true emperor and walk in and know all this despite the independence or the ability that they can do all. They come in and they know that Empress needs to be held in a safe space, protected, and when that energy is together, it's unstoppable. A true emperor knows an empress has a mission just as important as them, and they allow the freedom for that empress to build, grow, do what they got to do, but they also understand what she, he, they have endured to get to that position. And they come in with a respect and an admiration and a feeling of I need to protect this empress on her mission, he, she, they. And if you are in Empress energy and these people are not seeing you like that, kind of like, you be right, you know, there's a reason you're sitting there alone on Christmas, Easter, birthday, all these times you're in hardship or whatever, is because after all the giving that you did, or the supporting, you know, it's like it's because you show up like you're good. So the Empress, you think of it, the queen or the king of a castle doesn't walk out all just like disheveled and crying, do they? They do that hidden away, correct? They walk out with a brave face, they put the face on, and they get on the mission, the purpose. You know, they're looking for the good of all. They're like, I have to show up today. While all those other people are suffering, even though I'm suffering, I have to show up today. That's Empress energy. And that's why a lot of you will be overlooked in what you give and how you nurture. Because you turn up and you do not look like what you've been through, and you do not show the pain and suffering. And all these other people that show the pain and suffering, they get all the attention while you had to do it alone. And then that is then, see the illusion and the delusion. Yeah. And that's a yes, by the way. And we've got this person rushing in. A King of Wands, Knight of Wands. Don't really go for that energy. It's not very stable energy. They're very self-motivated. They're very self-gaining. They're very self-achieving. They find it hard to collaborate. It's like a battle. A competition, sorry. Spirit said it's a competition. This person would see everything as competition. So if you had more money than them, you're competition. If you were earning more than them the week, they get in this competitive spirit. Queen of, ooh, they now see you as their match. They do see you as inspiring, and they want to build and work long term with you. All right. Yep, they've had the sword of truth. They're going to speak truth or be told truth. See, lovers made a choice, put you out in the cold, didn't see you on any level, didn't care about you on any level, or what you may have emotion. This is a person who cannot see the other side of a story. That could be why they're in a King of Swords. A King of Swords has one side of the story, and their story is the story, and they will fight that in a boardroom. It's why it's the legal. It's like being at a business meeting. It's like getting the job done. It's like no emotions on the table. You know, it's irrelevant what I did to you and how you feel and that I didn't think about you. I had X, Y, Z to do. That's what this person was in, or thought of you, or thought about you. Or maybe that's all you receive from people because they see you as an empress energy. This might be helping you go into a healing or something. I'm going to go in a minute, guys. I can't make it up. They do see you as their higher path, purpose, partnership, higher calling. They intuitively know you are very wise, and that you are not seen, that this is not seen, that everything about you is very hidden, and you have a higher purpose, a higher knowing, a higher knowledge, and a higher wisdom. See, you just move forward from things, and you've had no choice but to move forward into this. You are a person that they have realized is so on their own, you have no choice but to move forward and do it yourself, because that's actually all you've ever known, is to build alone and on your own. This person may, or someone may, whether it's new or old, whoever is about to see you, like someone is sitting in this oh my God moment. They're seeing everything completely differently through the illusion, strength, courage, and like look at the yellow to the dark. Like they have had an epiphany. They are sitting on this epiphany. They have realized, oh, this person didn't want to be super duper independent or alone or do things their own. They were actually forced to do it. Because if they didn't get up and do it themselves and build it themselves quietly and move on quietly, they would be actually sitting and living in the gutter. I think this person has realized that if you are this energy, you must be all good. That means you've been through more than anybody. And that means you have to move forward alone and on your own, because there is no choice outside that. And this is why this person has come or will come to the realization that that's why you did not deserve how they treated you. And the judgments they made about you, because this was a highly judgmental, critical person. This is a person that thinks like, well, you're doing well. What could you possibly be sad about? Yeah, this a very unruly, like, I don't know. There's a lot of disconnection there, because for people to just even think like that, it's like it's round the other way. People that are doing well, they've probably worked the hardest. Not everyone, but in general. People that are alone and on their own and have built things on their own, they have been through, you would fall off your chair if you knew what they've been through without any support. Just hit after hit after hit after hit, after rejection after rejection, after abandonment after abandonment after abandonment. And they are hailed, and it's like judged some way. If you feel you've been judged some way by people. And if they actually had a look under what you've been through and why that, and I think this is what this person's seeing, feeling, getting downloads or getting the information. See, they were really unfair to you. This King of Swords, like it's so imbalanced. Like that is treating someone like, wow, this person spoke nicely to me. They loved on me. They did this, they did that. They were just there. They overlooked my lack of giving to them. Like it's just like they're going through this list. Bosses can do it. Oh my God, this worker did all this stuff. I saw none of it. I just thought, oh, well, they can do it. That's what they can do. I didn't know they were going through pain and anguish and stresses at home. They just turned up every day like they could cope. This is what this is. It's a very selfish victory. They want to clear this up and heal this. For Tower, sudden realization of the heartbreak they've caused. A very caring, loving, nurturing, hardworking, stable, giving, understanding person. That's their Tower. Yep, reevaluation, the wounded warrior. Yeah. Well, we're not going to go into this, but this Emperor was so distracted by other third parties. Now, third parties can be lovers, they can be family members, they can be friends, they can be groups, they can be their own missions, their own needs, their own whatever, going out every weekend, whatever. It's just, and they're in regret about this because you were their wish fulfillment. It's a yes. And, they've created a lot of disharmony in your life, a lot of conflict with you, for you, like working against you. They were working against you rather than embracing and looking at why you're, or who you are, or why you are who you are. All right? They just didn't care. And they just left you in this struggle, but also they just had their own agenda. And this is how they left you, and this is how it ended. Like, this is breaking someone. They realize they've really broken someone. And who they really broke was the Sun card and their Two of Cups that they were supposed to go on a spiritual journey with. They're bringing in an offer, if you need to know. They're manifesting this Queen of Cups now, who's now in complete hibernation. Never wants to come out again. Look, doesn't, like, Queen of Cups is like, good luck finding me. I'm now hiding in the mountains in my cave and having no human contact because of you. Yeah. This person has to also deal with the karma. They want to give to you. They want to give the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, to build a lifetime. You're the star, the fated wheel of change. I'm in love with you. But here's the thing they also have to sit with. The damage they have done to you, like this, I'm hearing cruelty. Like, this is literally being treated for no reason. Like, no reason. You did nothing to deserve this behavior or this treatment. Actually, you just kept showing unconditional support, love, trying to put your hand out, and they have no idea of the damage that they've done. This deception. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up there. But they are coming in. They didn't see it. They didn't see you at all. So I'd be looking into that. I mean, this person clearly has that ability in them. Whether it's healed or they needed to heal, I don't know. I don't know why they're coming forward. That's probably a good question. Why they're coming forward. The very first card was justice. The very first card I've pulled in the other deck is justice. So there you have it. We cannot make this up. I don't know whether they want karmic justice or they're ready to commit or bring balance or balance their karma. Wow. Karma. Cannot make this up. They're stuck. They either didn't see it the right way and now they do, or they're stuck in karma. Or they hung themselves because you were their journey. I can't make it up. The high priestess, you were their higher calling. They looked into it. Justice under the high priestess. I'd say the divine's come down on this person as well. Yeah, because you're the star and they didn't see it. They did not see you. You were and are their blessing. And Spirit said, that's so weird. Yeah, like they can't, it's like this person's the realization. I've talked about this before, but now this is for real, for real. Like this is the timing of the divine. The divine has stepped in. Even if this person sort of knew it, didn't know it, karma has hit. They really, and look, there's the high priestess sitting right there, and there's the high priestess under the justice card. Oh, yep, their deceit. They see all their deceit, and however they thought was so wrong. You were their happiness. You were their reset. You were their lover. You were their Empress, Queen of Pentacles. And wish fulfillment. You would have taken them into everything they wanted and grow. And because Two of Cups, look, they're now freaking out. The penny has dropped and you are in the distance. You are actually in the distance. It's this King of Wands, divine intervention, endings and beginnings. They did not move for, oh wow. Are you ready? Are you sitting down? Put your seatbelt on. See how they didn't move forward, they procrastinated. See this devastation they left you in, mental anguish. See how they put you out in the cold. And you're the Two of Cups. They betrayed you for other people. And that's the ultimate betrayal and didn't want to see it. This is someone who treated you the worst when you were the best to them. This is a person who stabbed you in the back or whatever, I don't know. Whatever they did, let's call it betrayal, deceit, deception for all others, only to find out you were the genuine, kind, loving one. Or only to find out Spirit said you were their person. Yep, they found this out. Hierophant could be the divine. It could be actual fact now. Maybe they got it from a reader. I don't know, downloads, epiphanies. Maybe they've had a change or a clarity or a realignment and they've gone, oh my God. It reminds me of a client I did, oh God, this has got to be 20 years ago. And I traveled in Spain and, there was a group, like you meet people and this guy and I were talking, and we were talking about something spiritual and how you have awakenings and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it just sticks in my mind. He always went for a certain type, a certain age, a certain this, a certain that. And he said to me, one day I just woke up. And I felt something change. And he said, when I didn't know what it was, and I walked outside and I just carried on about my normal life. And then he said, everything that I was formerly attracted to changed overnight for no reason. He still does not know what that reason was. Everyone he overlooked, like past lovers or people he worked with. So the person he ended up with so funny. He told me all about this. He laughs and laughs. He'd work with that person on and off and been in that, not even noticed them, not even recognized them, no connection whatsoever. And he's actually with that person now after his big awakening. And that wasn't like, oh, that's the one. He said this, he doesn't know what it is or what it was. And I'm sharing this because this reminds me of that kind of energy and that conversation. And he was shocked at how blind he was to, I don't know, his limiting thoughts, beliefs, energy, whether he had a shift in vibration or a timeline activation in his chart or whatever. It's kind of irrelevant. What happened was, he went from the Page of Swords to the King of Swords into a higher perspective on things and a truth and a clarity, whereas before he was very blinded to it. So it just reminds me of that, see? Not wanting any change or outside what they normally do, and then that changes. And then you look back, and he said, and the way I treated and spoke to people that I wasn't interested in. Anyway, cut a long story short, this kind of feels like that as well. So keep that in mind. These are profound shifts that change how you see the world, how you see yourself, and how you begin then to treat others. And it is an evolution in the soul's journey and the heart's journey, but it is where spirit or divine intervention steps in and says, hey, just because this person doesn't look like this and have these dimensions and carries themselves like this, and there's more underneath people. You know, just because this person turns up and looks like they've got it together and they put on a brave face and they do this and they do that and they turn up anyway, does not discredit them from loyalty, commitment, support, and all these other things. And this is the consciousness that guy was saying. He said, I really realized about myself, I was just looking at people going, oh, well, they're all right. And he realized underneath, how did he know that? But we don't stop and think like that. Like if this person has wholly and solely done whatever or been through whatever, just stop for a minute and look under why, how they pull that off. Because that brings in a different kind of admiration for people and a higher understanding. And this is, when you hit these revelations, this is where ascension will come in for you. If you're not hitting those revelations in your life and starting to look under every rock or every reason or behind the mask, if you just see the mask and go for it, that's what this person did. Oh, you look happy, you must be happy. Oh, well, you've got that, you must be okay, you don't need me. Whatever it was, or, you know, whatever you presented, they realized, wow, realistically, that person had more on than I did. They also held me up tried to help and heal me, and they were here treading water by themselves with the water to there, and here this person was trying to help me, put their hand out to help me, and I discredited them, dismissed them, and disregarded them. Ouch. But that's where we go into breakthrough. This is where true ascension and working through your shadow is true shadow work and true growth. It's not, oh, I've changed, I've learned a lesson, I'm being hurt now, or I can't be in this situation. That is not growth. Growth is when you can look back at true growth, true shadow work, true ascension work, is when, wow, I looked at that person as whatever, or judged them. And when I actually stepped back from it all, they had more going on, more trauma, more tragedy, more to handle, more than I ever did. And that person tried to hold me up, tried to help me out. And I left them. And I ignored them. And I didn't support them. Actually, I took from them and then I discarded them. That's true deep soul searching. That, my friend, when you are living your life through those growths, through those accountabilities and truth, you will have the biggest ascension of your life. Take care. It's all about healing and changing and transformation now. And I'd say that this reading's come through due to that Mercury, wow, I'm seeing something a whole different way. Okay, take care. Bye.